What's up, y'all? Welcome to Country with Noah. Today I'm going to review Motorheads. And before I start, I wanted to give you guys a new rule that I'm creating for this channel because it's my channel and it's called Country with Noah. So, I'll still cover country music, I'll still cover gospel music, I'll still cover rock music, but I'm expanding it to anything that is set in a small town or anything that I think has an aspect of country life in it, right? Which this show is set in a small town, so that is why I'm reviewing this product on Country with Noah, because it's set in a small town. So I hope you guys are okay with that. I just wanted to justify that before I start this review. But let's start the review now. So this show, Motorheads, it's on Amazon Prime Video. And it is phenomenal, dude. Like, the first episode hooks you. Like, the ending of the first episode hooks you. This is a 10-episode season. And this video will have spoilers in it for what happens. Because there is, like, 2 massive cliffhangers that the first season ends off on. Right? And, yeah, like, so this show, it has a lot of people that you would know if you watched, like, TV in the early 2000s, right? Or it has a lot of people that you would you would know if you watched TV, like, if you're my age. I'm almost 23 years old. There's a lot of people that I recognize that are in this show, right? Like, Ryan Philippe, I haven't seen him before, but he has, like, this Jensen Ackles type quality to him. Jensen Ackles, for those of y'all that don't know, is one of my favorite actors of all time, and the guy I want to play Batman. So Ryan Philippe has, like, this Jensen Ackles type quality to him. So this show is Samantha, Kate, and Zach all come back to their small town that they're from. They come back from a small town that the mom's from, Sam. They all come back to Ironwood, and their dad is missing, right? Because their dad was like a crazy good, like, race car driver, right? And they all come back to live with their Uncle Logan, played by Ryan Philippe, and they're like they're trying to readjust to living in a small town, because they're like, Zach and Kate are used to growing up in New York, and Kate just thinks it's the coolest thing ever. Zach, what I like about these character arcs, bro, is they build up their confidence throughout the show. Like, even the villain, so if I had to compare this to 3 shows, I would compare it to Friday Night Lights, and Cobra Kai. And not in terms of a martial arts in Cobra Kai, I'm talking about the aesthetic, right? Like, this is a show that, like, a 10-year-old would enjoy, and this is a show that a almost 23-year-old like myself would enjoy, right? Like, it's a family show, right? They still cover pretty like, deep topics. Like, for example, like, you find out in the show that Christian and Logan and what's the sheriff's name? The sheriff were all part of this robbery, right? This bank robbery. And that's how Christian went missing, right? And I hope Amazon knows what they have here, because if like, the creator of the show already said season 2 is written, so they're just waiting for a renewal, and I hope that renewal comes, because I will review this show for as long as this show airs, because that's how good this show is. Now, is it as good as Yellowstone? No, but it's a really, really good show, wholesome show, right? Because throughout this, you get the Zach and Kate, who are the 2, like, Zach, Kate, Curtis, and Marcel are, like, the 4, and Ryan Philippe, obviously, are the 4 main characters of his show, right? And it turns out that Zach and Harris have like there's two massive family, like, so they're like their mom Sam changed her last name from Maddox to Torres. Maddox was their dad's last name, so Christian Maddox was like this big driver in the town, right? Like he was a really good race car driver, right? And so Maddox, so Zach and Harris, I forget Harris's first name, but they mainly call him Harris, right? Zach and Harris is a bully, but they like what I don't like about, I like a sympathetic villain. Like that's why, like, you guys know, well, you guys wouldn't know, but I'm also really into superheroes, right? Sometimes I like a villain that's just a villain, like a Lex Luthor, but sometimes I like a villain, like I mainly prefer a villain like a Doctor Doom or a thing like that. And what I like about this is I consider Harris more of an antagonist than a straight up villain, because they sit like, he's still a dick. Don't get me wrong, Harris is still a dick, but it explains to you why he's a dick and why he wants this and why he does what he does, right? And this show, like, it has like the love of, like, it has like the small town energy. It has like the it really reminds me of Fast and the Furious, but when Fast and the Furious was still grounded. So think like the first 3 movies, right? Right, like, we're not going and chasing criminals and stuff. There is the element of robbery, and I'm gonna be interested to see if they get more into that in season 2. But, bruh, like, this show is so good. Like, again, like, when I first started watching this show, I'm like, okay, is this show gonna be for me? And I'm like, yes, it is for me, and I can't wait for season 2. Amazon, by the way, guys, has been killing it with TV lately, bro. Like, they have this new show coming out next week with Jensen Ackles called Countdown. Now, I don't know which channel that's going to be reviewed on, because I haven't watched the show yet, but I'm going to review that show, right? Fallout, they killed it. The Boys, they killed that, right? The Boys, Gen V, all their shows, like, Amazon has been killing it with all their shows lately. So I'm not shocked that this show is great. I just think it has, like, I think the first season was great, and I think that it has way more stuff to give us. So yeah, for me, I would give this show like a 9 out of 10. My favorite part of this show is like the character development and the because even though this is like with teenagers and stuff, they go through some pretty emotional stuff, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, they go through some pretty emotional stuff, and you still have like the atmosphere of a small town. You still have the racing, right? For racing is where the action is, right? So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this review, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye, and God bless you guys.